Right fellas, I've got a super clear, easy to understand, not rush guide to complete the first Easter egg step in Alpha Omega. So firstly, before you start the game, make sure you're in a proper game, a normal game. I'm in solo here. In the last game, I did a mistake. I went in a custom match, or I think I might have done casual by mistake. You can't do Easter eggs in those. You want to make sure it's a normal match and you can start the game. So when you get in, turn on the power and open Pack-a-Punch. And the round after you've opened Pack-a-Punch, you want to come up to the operations building here towards spawn, and you're going to see this machine come on. This machine is called Rushmore, and you're going to interact with this lad throughout the Easter egg. So you want to press square on this while he's talking, and you'll see the keypad spawn. So now we can start the first Easter egg step. You want to go buy the galavaknuckles for 5 bloody grand from the lorry. Costly, get double points on go, my advice. So once you've bought the galavaknuckles, you want to go down into the bunker and you want to find a static TV. There are 4 spawn locations for the TV, so I'm going to show you them right now fellas. There's one in the diner. You want to follow my route I take here, head inside, and it's based nicely in the middle of the diner. Onto a second spawn location for the TV, and it's in the beds area. You can find it here next to this window to the right of Pack-a-Punch. And also in the beds area, there is a static TV spawn location. As you can see in my game, that is the correct TV with the static on it. And lastly, there's one more spawn location in the lounge. You want to follow the route I take here, go down here, and near tent where Bear Grylls or Ray Mears is camping, you'll see the TV there. So what you want to do is find the static TV. You want to get a zombie. You want to get the zombie very close at TV, and you want to galavaknuckle the zombie. And then the TV will turn on and start telling you some numbers and codes. So you want to get a bit of pen and a bit of paper out, and you want to write these down in the order that the woman reads them out on the TV. Subtitles help a lot. That's what I've got in my game. So here we go. You want to write these down from 1 to 5. For me in my game, E0215. So when you write these down, just forget about the letters for now. Write the letters down, but the numbers are times to put into a clock. So in between the second and third number, put 2 dots, so it helps you understand that that's going to be a clock number. So for the second one in my game, A0245. Third code in my game, C1200. The fourth code in my game, B1015. And then the fifth code in my game, D0900. So you should have something like this written down on your bit of paper. You've got the letter and the numbers, which I've also told you that are clock numbers. And make sure the 1 to 5 in the order, read and out. Is that a word? Read and out? Read and. That's not a word. Read and out from the TV. I'm going to go with that. So now fellas, you've got your bit of paper outside with all these lovely codes and numbers on and letters. So we're going to go back up to the top of map. And there's 6 iconic buildings in this, top of map. You've got the 2, which are the Nuketown houses. And then you've got these new 4 ones towards spawn. And each of the building has their own little letterbox. And on the letterbox is a letter. So for example, in my game, the first code on my bit of paper is E0215. So I'm going to find the building with the letterbox with the letter E on. And I'm going to go input into the clock inside 0215, which is also known as 2:15. So this is the building here with the letter E on. You can see the letterbox there. We're going to go inside and find the clock on the wall. In this building, the clock is here. And all you do is press square to interact with it and basically move the hands to the numbers on your codes. So for me in my game, 0215, 2:15. When you've done it, leave it for a few seconds and you'll get a quote saying, "You've done it, fantastic." And then you want to go on to your second code. We're going to go find another building. For me in my game, the letter A So we need to go find the building with the letterbox that has the letter A on. There we go. So this is the building here. You can see the letter A on the floor. Then we're going to go inside and find the clock. Here is the clock in this building. And again, we input the numbers into the clock. For me in my game, 0245, which is also known as 2:45. Fantastic. Leave it a few seconds. When you've got it on it perfectly, quote, boom, that's the second one done. On to the third code in my game now. Your codes will be different to mine, but it's the same tactic. And I need to go find the letterbox which has the letter C on. And this is the building here with the letterbox. You can see the letter C, there it is. Head inside and find the clock. The clock in this building is right here, fellas. And for me in my game, I need to put 1200 into this clock, and that is 12 o'clock. Boom, simple innit? Few seconds, boom, the quote will come on. You've completed that third one. On to my fourth code now, and this letter is the letter B. So I'm going to go find the building with the letterbox with the letter B on. You've surely got it now. Here it is. This is the building with the letter B on. I'm going to go inside, find the clock, and for me in my game, I had to input 1015 into the clock, which is also known as 10:15. So I've got it on 10:15, leave it a few seconds, quote will come up saying you've done it. And on to the fifth code in my game, the letter is the letter D. So here is the building with the letterbox with the letter D on, you can see it there. Go inside and find the clock. The clock in this building is right here on the wall. And I'm going to put 0900 into the clock for my game. That is 9 o'clock. I left it a few seconds when I got it on 9 o'clock, and then the quote will come up and you've bossed it. So that is 5 buildings we've entered. There is one more building that we've not entered. There was only 5 codes, not 6. So the poor old little building that we didn't enter is the building we need to go find. So for me in my game, I didn't enter this building. This is the letterbox with the letter F on. As you can see in my codes, there's no F in it. So that means I've not been in that building, and that's the building we need to head to. So I went into the building and I found the clock, and all I did was press square or hold square on the clock, and it turned by itself. It landed on a new time, and when you do that in your game, you want to write that down on your bit of paper, because that's the number we're going to input into Rushmore. So for me in my game, you can see it's 4 o'clock. So I'm going to put 0400 down on my bit of paper, because that's it, fellas. That's the code I'm putting into Rushmore. So I head to Rushmore, onto keypad 0400, enter, and when you've done it correctly, Rushmore will say, oh, I can't trust your pyramids and crap. That means you've bossed this Easter egg step. So you want to let him talk for a bit, talk crap. Then once he stopped talking, you want to go back to Rushmore, press square to start the next Easter egg step. If your code isn't working that you're inputting into Rushmore, you want to make sure you've pressed square on the clock, and you want to make sure it is the building that you've not entered and inputted one of your 5 codes into. So for me in my game it was 4 o'clock, and sometimes you might see that as 1600. That's not what you want to do. If it was 3 o'clock in your game, for example, it's going to be 0300. It's not going to be 1500, if that makes any sense. So thanks for watching, fellas, and I'll see you later.